Hello, friends, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today in this video. I want to show you how I use my daily pages in my Hobonichi Cousin. And we're going to go over these 5 days, Monday through Friday, and you'll be with me a little bit, a little bit during the day and see how I use the pages. So I usually pick two pens. I use fountain pens with different inks, and I use those two pens, two inks for the day. Every entry that I do is a different color, and I try to pick some stickers. I usually use most of the time this book that you see on the screen now. It's an antiquarian sticker book, and all these stickers are vintage, like they're so colorful, they're so strange. I love them. And so if I picked this day for Monday, yellow and purple, so I'm gonna look for some stickers that are yellow and purple, pretty self-explanatory. So I'm trying to match the whole thing. And for the day, you see that Monday, I use a marker. Sometimes I use a marker. Sometimes I use the fountain pen itself. It depends on. And sometimes, like you see here, I sort of go back and color it a little bit more, creating some shading, just for fun, just to make it pretty. I love to do that. I love to do the shades. I don't know if or the shadow. I don't know how you will say for the letters so that you create some sort of a 3D effect-ish. So you see here, sometimes I turn the planner and I write in that way, and that helps me for a couple of things. One, I'm very bad with fountain pen ink. I smudge it all the time. So that helps me to be sure that I don't go over the writing that I've already done. And on top of that, it's something that I've done, this turning the page that I've done since I was a kid. I don't know why, I just like it. It creates an interesting pattern, I believe, and I really like it for some reason. It's just like not some sort of like a boring page that it's all black and it's all there, which is fine too. I love those pages too, but every day I need to just turn and make it something different. See here on Tuesday, I completely turned the page like upside down. I know it's weird. I know not everybody likes it, but I have fun with it. I like it. And, it's something different just to make it a little bit different every day. So you see, on Tuesday, I picked this green and this magenta color, and I love this combination. And sometimes I do doodles in the page, not every day, but sometimes I do when something happens, or I'm just inspired to doodle it. Those doodles, weird things you see there in green, they're just trying to represent stools because we got new stools. Nothing fancy, but all for some reason all our chairs broke. So, and when we have people over, we don't know where to have them sit down. So we grab the stools just for fun. So again, here I'm picking some stickers, and if you saw it before, I attached some washi tape, which I do sometimes. I cover the. I have the tendency to cover the writing of the Hobonichi. On the bottom that you have like this writing in Japanese is the one that I have. It's a Japanese version, and I have the tendency to cover it, but it doesn't bother me. I don't know why. I just go there and cover the. It's also because it's on the edge, on the bottom edge. So here, I thought it was funny. I used that A that had the purple and green as the beginning of the sentence. I like that. I want to do it again. Some sort of like, when like the old style chapter of a book, when it starts with this gigantic, beautiful letter, and then it goes on with regular writing. I sort of like that. And the antiquarian sticker book, they have a bunch of pages with letters only. So I might go back and like work on that a little bit more. I really enjoyed it. So about what I write every day, it's a mixture of things. I don't do a lot of memory keeping. I'm not too interested in that. Sometimes I do, but the way I use these pages, it's more to have a pleasant moment during the day. When I do these entries, they don't take me a lot of times at all, like a minute or a few minutes, not more than that. So it's not that I need to set up a time for it, like half an hour to do that. Not at all. It's just something that I use during the day. I just grab the planner, I write it down in a minute, and that's sort of I use it to reset my brain every time that I go like into um, I don't know, stressed mode, or I don't say I had like a stressed day at work. I don't want to keep that mood. I want to sort of break off from that because it doesn't really matter. It's stress, whatever, it happens. We don't need to keep it in. We can let it go. So I go back and I do this entry, and I try not to write about the stressful day. I try to write about something that I enjoy, for example, pretty inks or pens. So or owls in this case. um, so sometimes I do like entries about things that I'm like. I use this sticker. You'll see later better, but it's a sticker about of an owl. So I went to in internet. I did a little search about owls, and I wrote down some characteristics of owls, and that's sort of like my commonplace entry that I keep there. And at the beginning of the planner, there's some sort of index where I have all these entries, so I can go and find them. And it's just something that like brings my brain to something more positive. There it is, like the owls and all the characteristics of them, um, and sort of like helps me go back into a better mood. And so like I think about something positive instead of thinking about my stressful day, if that makes any sense. So yeah, so every time that you see a different color, it means that it's a different moment of the day, or it's a different kind of thought. And I go on like that. I turn the page, I don't turn it. It depends on however I feel like. See, now for these days, for Friday, I used the fountain pens because this particular pen has a like a sort of a dented nib. I can't remember right now the name of the nib, but I'll look into it if I remember. But anyway, it writes. It's a little broader than the other pens that I have, and I can use it also in reverse to write a little thinner. I love this nib. It's very versatile. Anyway, in this case, I use the fountain pen for the Friday thing, and yeah, I've been loving this. I don't know what you think about it. Let me know in the comments if you have an Hobonichi Cousin, how you use your daily pages, because it's very interesting to me. I like to see how other people use it, and that's the reason why I started doing these videos, because I want to share the way I use them and sort of create like a dialogue. It would be great. So that we all share our obsession about planners, journaling, and inks. Um, this particular ink, for example, I'm writing about the ink, and it's urban, I think, ink. I can't remember the name of it, but it's such a beautiful brown with a beautiful shading, and I I've been like enjoying it so much, and I kept using it from last month to this month into this month because I inked it too much. I usually try to ink the fountain pens like just half away so I can keep refilling it and use as many inks as possible. This is a quick flip through of what you've seen. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, I'm cutting it super quick, but there's a beginning of Saturday. Today's Saturday, so I started the page. Thank you so much for being here, and have a lovely day. Bye, guys.